Carbonless forms, paper forms, fax machines would seem like something from the past, but for the drug testing industry, many people are still stuck there. However, there is a new way, and unfortunately, many companies are still stuck in the past doing everything manually. Today's topic on NDS Video blog series is TPA software and how it can better help you manage and run your business. Hi, this is Tom Fulmer with National Drug Screening, and today's guest is Mr. Joe Riley, President of National Drug Screening. And he's going to help us understand the software TPAs can use for better running their business. Joe, welcome to the show today. Thank you.
Hello, Tom. How are you?
Doing very well. Thank you very much.
Good.
So, we started off with fax machines, carbon copies, paper trails, manual processes, emailing and faxing of results. And that's something that today's age would seem to be ancient history. However, a lot of companies are listening to this going, well, we still do that. So what are some of the challenges that you're seeing out there and some of the reasons maybe they haven't transitioned over? And then we're going to talk about maybe what some of the software can do to help them grow their business.
Well, it's a great point, Tom. In the 1980s, when I first started in drug testing, late 1980s and throughout the 90s, paper was everywhere in my office. Fax machines, at one time we had 8 fax machines running for our medical review officer team. Today we have a great piece of software. We call it MRO Results Online. And it is specifically for third-party administrators, or TPAs, who manage drug testing programs for employers. And it's a web-based software, and it does a lot.
Right, and so one of the things that it can do is not only can do electronic scheduling, and it can do random testing management, something that people were doing on spreadsheets in the past. But let's talk about that for a minute, because one of the big things that TPAs do is the random testing programs. So tell us what the software does compared to what they've used for computer installed programs or some kind of Excel spreadsheet with crazy formulas and things. So tell us how that would actually help them as far as that program goes.
Sure, Tom. Our TPA software has a built-in random management program, and it's really easy to use. So you get the list of the employees from all of your companies, and you upload those lists into the software, and then it selects the names of who has to do the random drug testing, and it automatically sends out the selection notices back to the employer, and then they make the arrangements for the random testing to get completed. And as those tests are completed in our system, it accounts for those randoms that were previously selected, and now it gives you a report that says, okay, we selected 300 people and only 298 people were tested, and here's the 2 people that we still need to test. So it provides for complete accountability.
And that's really important from a compliance perspective, and it's also a great service to be able to utilize that to reach out to their clients if somebody hasn't tested someone during a period, to maybe do that quick reminder, because everybody gets busy, people forget to do things. And one of the traditional ways of doing that is, even if they had a computer program to do those selections, they were having to manually email out those selections, and with this system it automatically sends that out, correct?
Absolutely. So the randoms are selected, and the notices of selection are automatically sent via email. No manual process whatsoever. But the really good thing that we see different from many other systems that are out there with our random drug testing software program is the accountability again. So when the tests come back in, they show the test has been completed. And from a compliance point of view, when an auditor wants to see, okay, who was selected and who was tested, we have that with the click of the mouse.
Yeah, and that really simplifies the process. It cuts down on the man hours and also increases the compliance and the simplicity in reporting compliance, correct?
Absolutely. One of the things about our software being web-based, and we're connected with all of the major SAMHSA certified laboratories, is that everything's electronic. We can schedule a test electronically. It can be done at a collection site, ECCF, electronically. We're notified that it's been collected in our system. When a specimen reaches the laboratory, we're notified that the laboratory has it. When the result hits the medical review officer, it's visible right there in the system that the TPA has access to view. And when the results are finally adjudicated by the medical review officer, they are reported electronically, real time, instantaneously out to the employer. So we give the fastest turnaround time available in the industry.
And that's amazing. And a lot of companies, are moving towards some type of electronic registration, but they may be using a lab-based system where they're going to 3 or 4 different logins to be able to order a test depending on where it might be, and they might have a collection site that does it and might not. And that's one of the things you just mentioned. So this site this software not only lets you do that, but you can register for multiple labs electronically, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And as a TPA or a third-party administrator that is managing drug and alcohol testing programs for employers, you as the TPA utilizing our software, you can give access to those employers to schedule their own tests right in the one system, and then to get the results back right in the one system. So everything is done all in our web-based system, and you can have unlimited users, unlimited employers, unlimited number of random participants, and there's no extra charges for all of those extra users or participants or anything like that. And again, it's all web-based.
Yeah, so that makes it where you can access it from anywhere. It's got secure,
Yep.
It's got support for it, unlike managing something on an internal system where you have to have your own IT. I think that's something that's really helpful. One of the other things that I've seen from a lot of the resellers and other drug testing companies is them maybe doing some things, even if they're doing electronically or not, but then having to send that result to a medical review officer, maybe somebody who's a doctor and doing it part-time or something like that. So the MRO is actually working within the system. That's actually part of this system too, correct?
Yeah, it's one of the unique things about our system, and it's the only system that's available where the medical review officer team, and we have 5 full-time physicians that are medical review officers, they all work together within the same system. And I've seen over the years so many systems where the lab's reporting the results over here and to the TPA, and then they're sending them over to the MRO, and then the MRO is sending them back over to the TPA. Then the TPA is sending it out to the employer. With our system, all of this happens real time, all within one system.
That's amazing. I think that's one of the unique things that's out there, and does a great job of helping the companies better manage their system, better manage their time, and be much more productive.
Absolutely.
Joe, thanks for sharing all that with us today. Really appreciate that. If you want to find out more about that, just go to nationaldrugscreening.com and check out more videos on drug testing for employers as well as for TPAs, and how National Drug Screening can help you grow your business at www.nationaldrugscreening.com. So check us out on our next video that comes out. Look forward to seeing you soon.